Let's play quietly. Hey everybody, this is Brian here from Let's Play Quietly, and I am playing a bit of Fast RMX for the Nintendo Switch. I actually recorded this because I wanted to test out my ability to stream Switch games, and I'm using a combination of OBS and a Roxio Game Capture HD Pro, I believe it's called, which I haven't used for a few years, but I am running it through the Switch, and so I wanted to highlight this game because it's a game that came out at launch for the Switch, and I don't think it's getting enough attention. This game is a sort of an updated version of a 2015 Wii U game called Fast Racing Neo, and it reminds me of the Wipeout series and also the Ridge Racer series. So it's a fast and very good-looking racing game for the Wii that can be played multiplayer locally, multiplayer online, or single player. And it's got a lot of content in it. Actually, an impressive amount of content in it. And I've really been enjoying it. What you may have noticed already is that as I'm racing, there are the sort of exhaust, the rocket fuel that's coming out of my car is a particular color, and there are strips on the racetrack that are either orange or blue. You have the ability to change the color of your racer to match the strips on the ground, and you have to do that and switch between them in order to get a speed boost from them. In fact, if you don't change colors and you hit a strip of a different color, it will slow you down, so you'll be penalized. So, in addition to navigating the course and trying not to collide, let other racers collide with you, or trying to make sure that you hit the jumps and things like that correctly, you have to constantly switch between these two colors in order to really maintain a lead or have any chance of catching up to the other vehicles. And so, as you see on this first match, it's sort of a floating track in the sky that has almost like mountains and clouds around it, and the game looks really, really good in motion. And I think I ended up in first place here. And each circuit, or at least of the ones I've played so far, is 3 tracks, and so much like a Mario Kart or other racing games, you earn points. As you can see, I earned 12 for winning a race, and you earn 10 for second and 8 for third place. This second map is the Kuiper Belt, and it is an awesome space-based map, or track rather. So what you're trying to do is finish well enough in all 3 races to end up winning the overall challenge. So I finished first in the first race, and here you can see as we're racing there are like asteroid fields. There's actually like comets that are shooting by. I've found the racing so far to be fair, and I haven't seen a ton of rubber banding where, suddenly the cars that you're miles ahead of, come back into view. I've found that when I'm driving well, I can maintain a lead or catch up, and when I make mistakes, the other team catches up to me, and so it feels like it works the way that it's supposed to. A lot of racing games have that rubber banding effect, and it's very annoying. I haven't found that here, but what I will say is that if you do not take advantage of switching colors and using those speed bursts, you will not win, and you will not catch up to racers if you've fallen behind them. So it's really important. It's almost more important than being able to navigate the track, because as you can see, I am bouncing all over the place. What you're seeing here is me playing through these tracks for the first time, so it's all new to me as I'm playing through them. And any sort of time attack or time records that I set are my best times, because I'm kind of going through this for the first time. I think I might have raced that initial track before. But here, I kept getting distracted by the actual beauty of what was happening around me, like those shooting stars or those solar flares that are going over the track. I just found myself trying to take in all of the details as I was trying to race, and so it was pretty sloppy, but I managed first place again in this one. The other thing I wanted to mention is that in addition to the speed boost that you get from the strips on the ground, you actually have a speed burst as well. So, if you manage your speed bursts appropriately, you are using a combination of the boosts that are on the ground and then your own boost that's attached to your vehicle, and you can almost maintain a consistent speed boost. Or if you time it right, you can use it to almost slingshot ahead of your opponents and stuff like that. So it just feels really smooth when you're driving, and it works really well. This last map, Zen Show Habitat, has, as you can see right there, like these electro laser beams that are coming down onto the track. So of the tracks in this first circuit, this is the first one that introduces obstacles that actually change during the course of a race, and you'll see in a minute when you get to the area where these sort of lasers are coming down, they are moving back and forth across the track, so you can avoid them if you're paying attention, but they will be in a different position the next time that you come by. So now we are managing our speed boosts and the strips on the ground and navigating the map, and also having to worry about new obstacles that are being placed in front of us. So again, it's not that much different from like a Mario Kart, except I feel like this game moves much faster than your average Mario Kart map, and it just feels very fluid and fast. So the hardest part is really getting the navigation down, but the maps are absolutely gorgeous, and there's a ton of them. I don't know the total number, but there are a ton of maps, and every time you win and you complete a circuit, you are unlocking more vehicles, and you are unlocking different tracks and things like that, and so there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. I've played this game now in handheld mode, where the controllers are attached to the Switch. I've played it on individual Joy-Cons. My son and I played against each other, and that worked well. You hold them sideways like a Wiimote, them with the Joy-Con like controller base where you slide the two Joy-Cons in and it forms a controller, and that is how I was playing for this particular video. But all three of those input methods work fine, and so it's a game that really is, it lets you play in all the different ways. It's super fun. You've got the multiplayer component to it, and I think it's only like $20. It might be 15. It's either 15 or 20, but it's totally worth it. This game is a ton of fun, and I keep coming back to it. And if you're looking for another title in addition to Zelda for your brand new Switch, I can totally recommend this one. Here you see sort of the medal ceremony where they award, you know, the top three, and you'll see some of the unlocks here real quick. But the presentation is very slick, the soundtrack is pretty good, and the vehicles look really cool. I kind of wish you could customize them. I don't think that you can, I haven't seen that option yet, but it's a totally awesome game. See, you have, it shows your time on each map, and then you unlock other courses and other stuff like that. I think you're going to see that right now. Yeah, you get a new cup, a new circuit basically, with new courses, and they're all different, and they're all very cool looking, and you unlock new vehicles too. And they all have different attributes. Some handle better, and some are faster, and that kind of stuff. So, anyways, so yeah, that's a quick look at Fast RMX. So if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to our YouTube page, and I'll be back again soon with more Nintendo Switch